Imagine falling into a black hole. What happens next might blow your mind. Some of the world's smartest scientists think you might not just disappear forever. Instead, you could end up somewhere completely different, maybe even in another universe entirely. Black holes are some of the most mysterious objects in space. They're created when massive stars collapse and create a region where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape. Not even light. That's why we call them black holes. But here's where things get really wild. Einstein's theory of relativity tells us that black holes warp space and time in extreme ways. Picture space like a stretched rubber sheet. A black hole is like placing a bowling ball in the middle of that sheet, creating a deep well that everything falls into. But some scientists wonder if that well might actually be more like a tunnel. This brings us to something called a wormhole. Think of it as a cosmic shortcut through space and time. If you could fold a piece of paper and poke a hole through both sides, you'd have a simple model of a wormhole. One side might be in our universe, and the other side could open up somewhere completely different, maybe even in a parallel universe. Now, parallel universes are still mostly theoretical. Scientists call this the multiverse theory. The idea is that our universe might be just one of countless others, each with slightly different rules or histories. In one universe, dinosaurs might still exist. In another, gravity might work differently. The possibilities are endless. So how do black holes fit into this? Well, some physicists think that when matter falls into a black hole, it doesn't just get crushed out of existence. Instead, it might get recycled and shot out somewhere else through what's called a white hole. A white hole would be the opposite of a black hole, spewing matter and energy out instead of sucking it in. Here's where it gets even crazier. Some theories suggest that every black hole in our universe could be connected to a white hole in another universe. So when matter disappears into a black hole here, it might be creating stars and galaxies somewhere else entirely. Your morning coffee could end up helping form a planet in a parallel universe. But wait, there's more. Quantum mechanics, the science of really tiny particles, adds another layer to this mystery. Some scientists think that information about everything that falls into a black hole gets preserved and might even be projected onto the black hole's surface, like a cosmic movie screen. This is called the holographic principle. If this is true, then maybe the information about you falling into a black hole doesn't disappear. Maybe it gets encoded and could theoretically be reconstructed elsewhere. It's like having a backup copy of yourself stored in the universe's ultimate cloud storage system. Stephen Hawking, one of the most famous physicists ever, spent years thinking about this stuff. He discovered that black holes actually give off radiation and slowly evaporate over time. This is called Hawking radiation. But he also wrestled with a big question. If black holes evaporate completely, what happens to all the information that fell into them? Does it just vanish forever, or does it escape somehow? This led to what scientists call the information paradox. The laws of physics say that information can't just disappear, but black holes seem to destroy it. Some solutions to this paradox involve the idea that the information might tunnel through to another universe or get preserved in ways we don't yet understand. Recent discoveries have made this even more interesting. Scientists have detected gravitational waves, ripples in spacetime caused by colliding black holes. These observations are giving us new insights into how black holes behave and what might be happening inside them. Every new discovery brings us closer to understanding these cosmic mysteries. There's also the fascinating possibility that we might already be living in a black hole. Some scientists speculate that our entire universe could be the inside of a black hole in a higher dimensional space. If that's true, then every black hole we see might contain entire universes like our own, complete with galaxies, stars, planets, and maybe even life. Think about it this way. If you're an ant walking on a basketball, the basketball's surface seems flat and endless to you. You can't perceive that you're actually on a curved, finite surface in a larger three-dimensional space. Maybe we're like those ants, unable to perceive the true nature of our cosmic home. The mathematics behind these ideas is incredibly complex, but the basic concepts are mind-bending. We're talking about the possibility that space and time aren't what they seem, That reality has hidden layers we're only beginning to glimpse, and that death by black hole might not be the end of the story. Of course, we can't just hop into a black hole to test these theories. The journey would be quite unpleasant for a human. The intense gravity would stretch you out like spaghetti long before you reached the interesting part. But scientists are using computer simulations, mathematical models, and observations of distant black holes to explore these possibilities. What makes this even more exciting is that we're living in a golden age of black hole research. We've taken the first photograph of a black hole's shadow, detected the gravitational waves they create, and built increasingly sophisticated theories about how they work. Each new discovery could potentially unlock secrets about parallel universes and the true nature of reality. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember that those tiny points of light might be windows into something far more vast and strange than we ever imagined. Black holes might not be cosmic garbage disposals after all. They might be doorways to infinite other worlds, each with their own stories, their own possibilities, and their own mysteries waiting to be discovered. The universe is far stranger and more wonderful than our everyday experience suggests. And black holes, these ultimate cosmic mysteries, might be the key to understanding just how strange and wonderful it really is. Whether they're tunnels to parallel universes or something even more extraordinary, one thing is certain. They're pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and imagination in ways we're only beginning to understand.